Yo, it's your boy Focus, aka Mr. No Narratives, man. No narratives, no storyline. Hey, Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn Nets. I see you. I see you, Brooklyn Nets. I see you. The Brooklyn Nets just acquired Mr. James Harden, man. The Brooklyn Nets just acquired Mr. James Harden. Feel the beard. The gang's all there, right? The gang's all there. They acquired James Harden and they acquired Eric Gordon. Did they win the trade? Did they win the trade? I don't think it's one loser in this trade. It was a 4-team deal. There was no losers in this trade. Houston, what did Houston get? What did Houston get? Houston got Victor Oladipo. They got Rudon Kirks. And they got, who was the last guy they got? They got Dante X. Now people be like, oh, them guys scrubs. They not really scrubs, but I don't see them getting used on the Houston team this year. I expect at least one of them to be waived. I would think that would be Kirks, being that you can never have too many point guards, being that they're your primary ball handlers. They also receive 4 first-round picks. I can't tell you the year offhand. But they received 4 first-round picks. You know, there'll probably be some future joints in there. And 3 pick swaps. 3 pick swaps. What that means is, let's say Brooklyn has the number 2 pick in the second round, right? And Houston got the number 48 pick in the second round. You know what I'm saying? They can swap picks whenever they want to, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So they got 3 pick swaps and they got 4 first round picks. You'll never get what Harden is worth. He's just one of those players. You know, the KD, Harden, LeBron, Giannis, and quite a few other players. You'll never get what they're worth, so you just got to get the best deal. Plus, the best part about it is they finally got rid of the distraction. They got John Wall, who's been playing just like he was playing before the injury. So he playing at the top level. You got Oladipo. We kind of got to see what he do, being that he just came off like a season-ending injury. So we'll see what he could do. But you got a player that could drop 25 and 5 night in and night out. And he could guard the 1, 2, and the 3. He could facilitate a little bit when John Wall start to get hot. You know, he the type of player that he going to dish it to him. You got Christian Wood. He's going to be the most improved player this year, period. Nobody's going to win that. It's not going to be close. It's going to be Christian Wood. He can play the 4. He can play the 5, wherever you need him at. He's 6'11", so he can run small ball, but he's still tall. You get what I'm saying? So you got him. He averaging over 20 points right now. He averaging over 11 rebounds right now, so you got him, then you got Big Cuz. Big Cuz always going to be Big Cuz. He going to be a force in the paint on defense and offense. And, you know, if he can't get off on the offensive end, he definitely going to make sure ain't nobody coming down there. He ain't a top-tier shot blocker, but he is a real big body, and he's going to grab them offensive boards when them shots go up. So they got a squad, man. I don't know who they going to have at the 3. I predict P.J. Tucker probably will be the next to go. They won't get a lot for him, but I think they'll try to trade him to a team that he want to go to. And I don't think it's like a hard feelings type of situation because he gave him some good years down there. You know what I'm saying? I think a contender probably pick him up. You can never go wrong with a player like P.J. Tucker who could play the 3, the 4, and the 5, who could shoot the 3 at a high clip. So we'll see. We'll see. But I don't think Houston's done making trades. Okay, the other two teams, Indiana Pacers got Karis LeVert to replace Oladipo. I think that's a great trade because Karis LeVert is pretty much the same player as Oladipo without the injury history. He's younger, and I think he's ready to lead a team. I think he's ready to be the man on a team. Like, he came off the bench for the last 2 or 3 years in Brooklyn, dropping 20. So imagine what he could do in the starting minutes when the ball is always in his hand. So we'll see. I think that was a good trade. I think Indiana don't really go up or down, but that's not a bad thing because Indiana always been on the upswing anyway with the acquisition of T.J. Warren a couple years ago, and then you got Miles Turner and I forget my Sabonis. You got those guys playing very good. I don't think they're done. I think you're going to see Miles Turner on the go before the end of the season. And Cleveland got Jared Allen. Man, how in the world? All the teams in the league. I'm talking to you, Charlotte. All the teams in the league. And somehow, y'all let Jared Allen go play with Andre Drummond. Somehow. How? How do you let that happen? Stats-wise, Andre Drummond might be the second best center in the NBA right now. Right now. Of course, he playing for a bad team, and they probably good numbers on the bad team type of stats. But how? How do any team let Jared Allen, who probably going to be a top 3 center acquisition this year as a free agent at the end of the season, how do y'all let Cleveland grab him? How do y'all let, you know what they're going to do? They're going to let JaVale McGee walk, or they're going to trade him. Not JaVale McGee. They got him too. Nobody's getting rebounds this year, fellas. Nobody's getting rebounds this year. Over Cleveland, not over Cleveland, you not. They ain't letting nobody get no rebounds. But I think they probably gonna trade my boy Drummond this year. Drummond is due to get big time money this summer coming up. So I don't think, being that Cleveland is in a rebuilding phase. So I don't see them giving him a large amount of money because I don't think they're trying to rush their rebuild, especially with Okaro just getting injured, and their point guard just got injured the other night. So I don't see them paying Drummond, so they probably try to trade Drummond to get something before he leave. And now you got Jared Allen to take his spot. One of the league shot blockers and rebounders, you know what I'm saying? Every year, one of the best paint guys that you could have. Very good defender. And then with like Darius Garland, Isaac Okoro, and a couple other cats I'm missing, coming up, being high energy offensive players, they don't really need the big man that can shoot and do all that stuff. So they just got a good pick right there, man. So I don't think it's no losers. There's no losers in this deal. But at the end of the year, it's only one possible loser. At the end of the season, no matter what happens at the end of the season, Indiana going to be what we thought Indiana was going to be. Whether that's a middle ground team, get eliminated. They might get past the first round. You know what I'm saying? They might even get past the second round. You know, but we don't expect them to do much. Cleveland is in a rebuilding phase. I expect Kevin Love to be on the move also. So Drummond and Kevin Love, watch for those names getting traded this season. Houston, if they do great, you can see why. But if they don't do If they don't do that good, it's whatever for real. Because we don't really know what to expect from them right now. But the Nets, before James Harden got there, before James Harden got there, we expected them to go to the finals. Now that James Harden is there, they have no choice. I'm not expecting them to win the championship. If they don't win the championship, it's not a failure. But I'm expecting them to go. There's no reason why they shouldn't be able to go. Well, it is. What's the reason? Focus? What's the reason they might not go? The same reason you think they're going to go. Kyrie, James Harden, Kevin Durant. Man, that's great. That's a great team. Nah, if you play 2K, that's an awesome team. If you're a 2K player type nigga, that's an awesome team. I gotta stop using those words. Forgive me. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I know I gotta make this across the board for everybody to listen to. You got Kyrie Irving, man, who got one of the highest usages in the NBA. You got Kevin Durant, who also has one of the highest usage rates in the NBA. And then you got the man with the highest usage rate. It might be Russell Westbrook, but I know they like 1 and 2. How's that going to work, man? Kyrie is not a great off-the-ball player. KD is one of a lifetime. KD is the best player on that team. James Harden might be one of the better offensive players. So is Kyrie. But KD is the best player on that team because KD can play off the ball and he can bring the ball up court. I don't see Harden and Kyrie being able to coexist. Who's going to play off the ball? It's a fast-paced offense. Mike D'Antoni is the assistant coach, and Steve Nash is the head coach. So you know they running. So you're not going to slow the game down so everybody get touches. Shots are going to fly. I just seen where they were saying Kyrie disappeared. Kyrie disappeared over the last week. You know, a lot of people saying he protesting the COVID protocol or whatever the case. I don't know. I don't know for sure. But I think around the time that these talks of James Harden getting serious, started getting serious, I think that Kyrie might have taken his ball and went home. The Nets already aren't doing as good as we think they are, or we thought they should be doing. They lost to the Hornets. Shout out to the Hornets, man. LaMelo Ball, man, Rookie of the Year, man. Terry Rozier, what up, baby? They not as good as they were supposed to be. And I think Kyrie is the type of player, whether we win the game or we lose the game, if I miss a shot that I thought I should make, I'ma stay in the gym and put up 1,000 more tonight. Even if we won, I'm gonna put up 1,000 more tonight. And I think all NBA players put in the work. But I think James Harden is more of a type of player like, I'm going to practice when the team schedule practice. You know, I'm going to do my little workouts when the team schedule workouts. But if we win, I'm going to the strip club. If we lose, I'm sad now. So I'm going to the strip club. And so how does that affect Kyrie? Kyrie probably feel like this. The reason that KD left the Warriors was because they was family men. Okay, now we're getting into some, he left the Warriors because they was family men. So after the games, he really ain't have nobody to chill with and party with. And as a, millionaire, early 30s, late 20s, bro, you want to go party. That's understandable that you would leave a team for that reason. They went home to be with their families after the game. He wanted to go party. He wanted to go kick it, chill. I'm not saying he wanted to go to strip clubs. I'm just saying he wanted to go party. So they didn't have a common bond outside of the court and being great players. So now guess what happens? Kyrie's also a family man. So now what happens? Now that James Harden is there, what happens now? They lose. KD finally got somebody to go party with. Do he get unfocused? Does he get unfocused? Kyrie is a film type of person. Probably spend his off days watching film. I'm not saying he don't party. I think anybody that's a millionaire that's in their 20s and 30s party. Except for Klay Thompson because he grew up rich. He probably party too. So I think Kyrie really took his ball and went home. I ain't saying he won't play for the rest of the season. I don't know any news on that. If I do, I'll get back to y'all. But I don't think that he's as happy about it as the fans are. I don't think he's as happy about it as, KD may be. I know y'all 2K playing cats. I know y'all like that. But in real life, you can't make Harden make that pass. Oh, that's a good pass right there. Kick it to Harden. He got a 98 and assist. My man going, in real life, you can't make Harden make that pass to Kyrie. Who taking the last shot? You can't make Kyrie make that pass to Harden. I don't think KD will be the problem. I think KD, like I said, he won the championship. Kyrie did too, but he was upset. I think KD knows what it takes to win, and it really don't matter to him because he might just be one of the best players ever of all time. I don't put them other two in the ever of all time list yet. But KD is in that list, so I don't think it really matters to him. He can turn it on, turn it off when he want to. So, yeah, man. The Nets just acquired James Harden, Fear the Beard, all that, man. I expect them to make it to the finals. I expect them to. I don't expect them to win. I think this is LeBron championship to win, so we'll see what happens with that. And yeah, man, it's just me, man. Focus, man. Mr. No Narrative again. Trying to keep y'all up to date on the big news happening around the world and whatnot. I'm more of a music type of guy, sports type of guy, but as important things and entertainment happen too, I'm gonna try to cut the camera on for y'all. This is my first little I think this is the first one off rap music. I'll probably make some more in the upcoming days and weeks. Y'all check for me, support me. I ain't saying watch the whole thing. Just click on it and give me some views. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But I hope this was entertaining. I got the chicken in there cooking, man. You already know what I got. The green bottle. So, I'm going to holler at y'all, man. I'm out.